Hey, Vicky, how many days has it been since you started to ignore me? If you really start to think about it, you only started to act this way towards me once my mother passed away and we went to her funeral. How much longer are you going to act this way towards me, Vicky? Well, anyway, today is the last day on my break from work before I have to go back in and start again. So don't expect me to be home tomorrow during the day as I need to get back to work on all my duties. Now, good night, Vicky. Yo, Randy Sampson. It's been about a week since we last saw each other. Good morning, Tristan. Why are you calling me by my full name all of a sudden? I was pretty sure that before I left on my week off, you only ever called me by my first name, and sometimes you didn't even say my name at all. All right. You don't have to nitpick every little thing I do and say. And by the way, Randy, about you. Did you not just end up getting fired from this company? Huh? What are you talking about? I already made it clear to all my higher-ups that I'd be taking a week off for family matters, and that's why I haven't been around at all. I don't think there was ever a problem with me doing that, right? Is that right? Well, now that you mention it, am I right when I say that you were raised by only one parent, your mother? And? Well, there isn't really a deeper meaning to me asking that. I just assumed that she must have been bringing in a lot of money, and now you're going to be getting quite a bit of money from her now that she's 6 feet under. That is not the kind of thing I want to hear from anyone right now. And I'm not going to continue this conversation with you. What has gotten into you? Don't be so stingy with that money, Randy. Seriously. If you say anything more about that stuff, I'm going to have to force you to shut up. Dang. You're scaring me a little now. I have to get to work soon. See ya. Oh, Vicky. I'm sorry to be texting you while I'm at work.
Tristan?
I just had a little chat with your husband a second ago over text, and from what I can tell, he's got a massive stick up his butt right now.
Well, he's just that kind of a crappy acting man is all. I guess there was no point in trying to talk with him in the first place then. Well, I suppose I can understand, though, why he's so frustrated about everything, though. Not only did his mother just kick the can, but right after her funeral and everything, I stopped talking to him completely and have been leaving all of his texts on read. So I'm sure he has no clue what's really going on now.
Sucks to be him, right? But shouldn't you be going a little easier on the poor guy?
Why should I? Weren't you the one that told me to do all of this to him before? Wasn't it all your plan to have me start to ignore him and everything, to start weakening him and his mental strength? And then after a while, he should be willing to divorce me when he's no longer happy with me as his wife? And then the moment he leaves me, you can swoop in and take me in your arms as we both run off and start a new life, right?
That's been the plan so far.
And by the way, Tristan, what are we going to be doing today?
I have quite a bit of work to get done this morning, but if I'm able to cram all of that away, I can come out a little bit after lunch and hang outside the office. So I'll have time for you between 2 and 3 this afternoon?
Sounds good. Well, then to make sure you're out of there in time to see me, do your best this morning to get all of that work done.
Roger that. I'll see you around lunch. I had assumed today at my mom's memorial service that you and I would be able to talk to one another again, and that today would be my perfect opportunity to do that with you. But you had a mask on and told everyone that you were sick with the flu and couldn't talk to anyone. So I guess you're going to those lengths to try and avoid talking to me now. But I can't be too sure if that's your real excuse or not because you won't ever say anything. So even after a little more than a month has gone by, we still haven't been able to fix what's wrong here. If you're thinking that by being quiet around me all the time will get me to notice the problem, I feel you should rethink your plan because that's not going to help me notice anything. So if you still plan to be quiet around me and never reply to anything I say, then go right ahead and continue being that way. But I'm going to start handling things on my own now, even if you don't like what I choose to do. Yo, Randy. Recently you've been a bit... Well, to tell you the truth, what do you want? For the last month or so now, you've been bringing in a packed lunch to eat here at work again. But before that, you have been eating out a lot or buying something from the building's cafeteria, right? This is about my lunchbox, huh? Well, ever since my mother passed away, I had been a bit busy and too busy to pack a lunch. But recently, I've been in the mood for foods that come from my home, so that's why I'm back to bringing in my lunchbox. Foods that come from home. Well, I wanted a taste of what's at home again, and that's why I chose to bring a lunchbox packed with all sorts of goodies from home. And as for saving money, this is a great way of doing it now. Bringing in packed lunches like that again out of the blue. Something doesn't seem right here. Why do you think that? Well, if you think that someone like me can't cook, and that's why this is all odd to you, you'd be surprised. As someone who's used to cooking a lot, making a simple lunch like this to bring into work is not a problem whatsoever. Uh-oh. So this is normal for you then? Cooking food at home and such? Hey, Vicky.
What's up, Tristan?
Well, about how things have been going at your house. How have things been going?
Are you trying to ask me about how things have been with Randy? I wonder about him myself sometimes. For a while, he had been trying to continue talking to me, but ever since his mother's memorial service, he's no longer been bothering me at all, and seems to be doing his own thing again. At times, he'll send me a text or something, but then proceed to delete it and tell me that he texted the wrong person. And this whole time, I've been doing exactly as you've asked me to, and that's ignore him. To put it simply, it feels as though we've both started living like we're single again in this house, even though we're technically living together. It's a bit hard to explain how that feels, but just know that I'm not doing anything with him right now.
Well, I wanted to tell you that for the last month or so, whenever he has come in for work, he's carrying a lunchbox with him.
Oh, is that so?
Which is strange, since for the longest time he'd be eating out or buying something from the cafeteria.
Is that right?
So you have no clue about what's going on there either?
Right. I have no clue what's up with that.
I see.
What's wrong with you? You seem a bit upset about something.
I'm not upset about anything. Everything's fine on my end.
Are you sure? Well, anyway, Tristan, are you going to be able to step outside your office for a little bit?
Ah, right. I should be able to come outside for a bit. But I'll be standing outside with another coworker of mine today, so...
What, are you just pulling my leg?
Unfortunately, no. Recently, there has been a reshuffling of staff within the company, so there have been a lot of talks about what'll happen with a lot of us lower-level employees soon. So we've been talking about that a lot.
They're reshuffling the staff?
Well, as for us lower levels, it seems that pretty soon they'll be asking some of us to go overseas for work, and so that's kind of been on everyone's mind. And since everyone is so focused on that, things at work have been going a bit crazy and the workloads have increased a bit. Even today I'm going to have to stay an extra 2 hours to get some of the remaining work done, and it looks like my schedule is going to be full all week.
I see. So I guess we really won't be able to meet today.
When things begin to calm down around the office again, I'll give you a text or call. I'm sorry about all of this.
No worries. See you later. Hey, Tristan? You and I haven't been able to meet in over 4 months now. What's been going on with you and your work schedule? Is everything going to be okay?
Vicky?
A couple of months ago, I was able to pass by your office and wave to you whenever you were outside with your coworkers, but recently you've never come out anymore to see me. And this month, I haven't been able to see you or hear from you at all.
Well,
Tristan, is something wrong?
Well, I happened to get yelled at for taking so many breaks to go outside, and now I'm no longer being given time to take a break outside the office building.
Huh?
For the past 4 weeks, I've been stuck in this office doing boatloads of work, and I've never been able to see the light of day. And anytime I feel that I can go out for just a few minutes to taste the fresh air, I'm pulled back in by someone who needs my help, or my boss is asking me where I think I'm going. And to make things worse than they already have been, they're doing a company-wide update to all of our work phones that will now allow them to see when we are inside the office building or outside of it. They are all watching us now, and I'll never be able to go outside again on a break when they have the application on my phone.
That's too bad.
And as for us meeting on my days off, well, that's not going to work for me.
And on those days, Randy will be at home around me. I get that he probably won't care about me leaving or anything like that when he's home, since I'm still ignoring him 100%, but there's always that chance that he might follow me or something. We cannot allow our relationship with one another to be discovered by him.
Right. I'd hate for him to find out about us and ask for a settlement in the divorce when we are getting so close to breaking him and having him divorce you and give you half of the money his mother gave to him.
Exactly. We need to make sure to keep things secret for the money. But man, I really, really, really want to meet with you.
Same here, Vicky. Vicky, I have very good news for you.
Tristan, what is it? What is it?
Starting next Wednesday until next Friday, I'll be going by myself on a business trip to New York City.
What? So that means...
That means you and I are going on a trip together. I understand that I'll still need to get some work done during the day over there, but when I get back to the hotel, it's only going to be you and me for the night. And since it's New York City, we can be out all night going to clubs and partying with each other until the sun rises the next day.
Finally! I can't wait! I can't wait!
But there's one thing. While we're on a trip, one of my favorite detective dramas will be starting its second season on TV. So during that time, I will need to spend an hour watching it when it comes on, okay?
What? You're going to say that like I'd care about you spending one single hour in front of the TV? Go right ahead. Heck, I'll even watch it together with you on your lap.
Thank you.
You've really done it now. Seriously, why would you do this to me? This all means that me ignoring you this whole dang time was for absolutely nothing.
And that's how I feel about all of this as well. I was shocked by all of that. How come that drama was talking about a situation just like ours? And how did they know all of that? Who knew that if he was to divorce you now, you wouldn't be able to get any of the money from his dead mother, because her money is only willed to be in his name and nobody else's? That means there was no point in any of this, because you won't be getting a dime in that divorce.
Think about how I feel now. I'm better off talking to Randy again now that I know we won't be getting any of that money from him. Seriously, had I known about all of this, I would have never gone out with you in the first place and would have stayed happily married to him. It's all your fault he's going to hate me now for this.
Why my fault? You're the one that started to let him leave the house with those lunch boxes all the time while you were ignoring him, which led to me feeling a bit jealous, thinking that you might still be catering to him.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you telling me that a while back when you were asking about his lunch boxes, you thought I might be the one making them for him?
Actually, ever since that day, I've been a little doubtful of you. I have a feeling that this whole time you've never actually wanted to divorce him.
Huh? If I didn't want to divorce him, then why would I be going almost half a year now ignoring him?
Then tell me what the hell is up with those lunch boxes he's bringing to work every day.
I'm sure that he's just making those lunches all by himself, right?
Huh? You expect me to believe that a man like him will make his own meals?
Huh? Are you kidding me, Tristan? Don't tell me you're the type of guy that thinks women belong in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean, type? That's just common sense in this world, Vicky.
What the heck? Are you seriously trying to get me to believe we still live in the 50s or something?
Huh?
I've had enough of this. Let's break up.
Excuse me?
Know now that if I get divorced by Randy, none of that money will be coming to us, right? So if I'm not able to get any of his money, I'll be screwed because I don't have a job of my own. So I think the only thing we can do now is break up with one another before somebody finds out that we're a thing and tells Randy. That way we can avoid him ever asking either of us for a settlement.
That's a good point. For some reason, I'm feeling so burnt out. Let's be done with this.
Well, if this is it, don't forget to delete all of our chat history and to make sure that you clear all photos of me from your phone, as I'll be doing the same.
I know. I'll take care of all that.
Goodbye, Tristan.
Bye. Yo, Randy Sampson. You're calling me by my full name again? Why are you asking for a settlement from me of all people? That's what I ask. It's only you, right? Huh? Don't start playing dumb with me and acting like you have no memory of what happened. I've got myself a whole ton of evidence from this past year of you going out with my wife. Huh? Tristan, I know that you've been having a relationship with my wife, Vicky, or at least you guys did have a relationship. I had a man on you guys for the longest time now, getting evidence that you both were together while I've been married to her. But of course, recently you both seem to have broken up over a fight. But did you know that I know this all started between you 2 years ago at that company barbecue? Well, it's sad to see the relationship you both cherished so much coming to an end a little while back. You even know about all of that? So now you should be well aware of why I'm asking for a settlement from you now, right? And I have myself a lawyer overlooking all of this for me. So if you have any questions regarding any of the legal parts to this, or just want to talk, you can contact my lawyer about it later. Crap. The only reason I left her was thinking that you'd never be able to find anything out about us if we split up. But you went and found out anyway. And don't feel as though I found out about this just with the help of one other man. I also had the company inform me at some point that they noticed you outside with another woman a lot of the time that looked like my wife, as well as told me about how when you went to New York, you brought her along with you. What? And don't think that this isn't on the minds of our higher-ups now, because they are thinking at this moment of what to do about you knowing that you've been having an affair with another employee's wife. But how did they...
Hey, Randy? Do you think the two of us can get to making up over everything? Because, well, it's been almost a year now, and you and I have never talked. This whole time. And listen, I have a very good reason as to why I was ignoring you for the whole year like this. When your mother passed away back then, I was very confused on how I should handle things around you. And it kind of left me thinking I should just let you heal on your own. I was going to start talking to you again, but I really had no clue how to approach you, and soon time just continued to slip past me, and now here we are.
Wow, I'm getting texts from a pretty rare person.
Hey, Randy!
It's been close to a year now since you started to ignore me, huh? I'd assumed you were finally starting to talk with me again after noticing the divorce papers on the coffee table, but I guess that wasn't the case.
Huh? You're lying. Divorce papers? Why?
You don't have a clue?
Well, that's why I'm asking you to tell me why.
Well, if you're back to talking to me, then that really does prove that you're no longer with Tristan anymore. Well, I was already made well aware of the fact that after your little trip to New York City, the two of you broke up.
You found out about that?
I sure as hell did.
Why, though? We made sure to take all the appropriate steps to making sure you wouldn't find out.
Well, I actually started to find out about you two 6 months ago. There was that day that Tristan had come home from work because he wasn't feeling too well, and he was picked up by none other than you, and you helped him walk out to his car.
Huh?
And since that day, I have had someone privately investigating the two of you and pulling in loads of evidence for me.
That's...
And because of that, I've left you the divorce papers on the coffee table, as well as a business card from my lawyer, who will be taking care of things for me. Go ahead and give him a call when you get the chance. He'll explain everything about the settlement I plan to get from you to you.
Wait, Randy. We should talk face to face about something like this. We haven't even spoken to one another for a whole year, so I think it's time we see each other again and talk this over. So please, come and talk this through with me in person. We need to talk.
Well, that's not going to work, because right now I'm actually in England.
England?
I only just arrived here yesterday.
Why are you all the way over in England?
Well, I was chosen by the company to go work overseas, and I'll probably be over here for the next 10 years or so, helping start up a new department for them.
Huh? Does this have to do with what Tristan was telling me about? He said there was this whole reshuffling of employees within your guys' company.
That's right. Well, about all of that, I was a part of setting it all up, and then was later chosen by my manager to be the one to go overseas for a while. Really, I had been wanting to finish all of this divorce crap before going to England, but... well, the company told me I had to go this week, and that they couldn't wait any longer for me to deal with you. At least I was able to celebrate my mom's 1-year memorial service.
Actually, now that you mention it, your mom's memorial...
It happened about 10 days ago,
Well, I never heard anything about it.
and that was on purpose. I never wanted to tell you about when it'll be,
Why not?
because I found out how you had been wanting to get the money in her will for me when you were dating Tristan, and I'm sure you still want some of it now. And so I didn't want you at her memorial if that's the only reason you wanted to be there.
You knew about that as well?
And now that I've explained all I needed to explain, you can contact my lawyer about the rest.
Huh? Wait.
Goodbye forever.
What? But this is... No, I don't want you to go. Come back here for me. I'm going to be screwed, Randy. I've only ever been a housewife all my life, and now you're wanting to ask for me to give you money and leave you? Randy!
After that, I left everything in the hands of my lawyer, and he was able to get the divorce to go through. Also, I told both Vicky and Tristan that they could pay the settlement off in small amounts instead of one lump payment, but they both seemed to not want anything to do with me anymore, and so they both paid me in one single payment. I'm not sure where either of them got that kind of money to pay me like that, but I'm just glad they paid me for their dues and are now free to piss off. Now, as for those two, we can start with Tristan. He ended up being fired from the company after what he'd done with Vicky, as well as brought her with him on that business trip. And not only that, but both of his parents also cut ties to him when they found out what he had been doing. So as of right now, he's working at a fast food joint, putting pretty much everything he earns into paying off the loans he took out to pay me. And then there's Vicky. Right now, she's living the nightlife, standing on street corners in some of the most sluttiest of costumes, getting men to pay her a pretty penny for their pleasure. She's really made a name for herself among those men, being one of the best of her kind. But I have to hand it to her. She's doing a lot better by herself than I thought she could, and this whole time she hasn't once tried to call or text me about any of it. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.